Hai, saya Nadira. I love sport so much, but satu sukan pun saya tak bagus buat. Sampailah satu hari saya jumpa rock climbing. Ini kisah aku. I've been climbing for almost 10 years. I start in 2015. Awal-awal tu I leisure je, I just took rope dekat belakang, I ikut kawan. Tapi eventually I start all these big walls, and I think 2021 I start doing it seriously lah. Macam I bukan untuk leisure dah, I macam join competition and everything. So yeah. As a female climber kan, of course parents macam akan ada rasa macam unease lah, dia punya anak perempuan nak panjat-panjat kan. Tapi when they know that it is practically safe, so they are okay with it lah. Janji kita always practice safety precaution lah. For me, alhamdulillah lah, I don't really have major injury per se. Kalau nak compare dengan orang lain, I had injuries in my wrist, I had injury in my ankle mostly.
Ya, boleh tak you explain hari ni you akan buat apa dan panjat apa?
Okay, so hari ni akan buat lead climbing. Dia ada banyak type. Satu macam ni, macam you tengok ni dah ada tali siap pasang, ialah top rope. And yang I akan buat ni ialah lead climbing, which is tak ada tali, tapi I yang akan bawa tali and I akan clip satu-satu as my safety sampai atas.
Kenapa dia sampai ada macam colour lain-lain apa semua kan? Kita tengok yang ni colour lain, yang sana colour lain. Kenapa macam tu?
Okay, colour ni dia nak differentiate difficulty. Macam contoh, setiap route dia ada difficulty dia sendiri. Ada yang mudah, ada yang intermediate, ada yang susah. I came from engineering background, tapi ramai je climber yang they are a doctors, lawyers, macam-macam lagi lah. You imagine doctor how busy they are, tapi they still spend some time climbing at the end of the week or malam-malam masa tu kan. So I don't think it's once you have passion on something, you'll make time for it. I don't have any competition experience since I was young. I tak pernah, masa kecil I tak aktif. So bila dah besar, bila dah climb, and then I have a chance to join the competition, I was very nervous, I was very I overthink a lot and I think about what people say and everything, so I cannot focus on the competition, and I did terribly. So when I did terribly and I placed in a rank that very, very far below that I cannot accept for myself. Okay, and then the good experience is when I sent an outdoor route. It's a famous route in Batu Caves, and I send it within 3 weeks time of projecting it. So that was a very happy experience for me. Dekat Malaysia, I can tell you that memang climbing ni still kurang exposure lagi lah. Not a lot of people knows about it. Especially previously, sebelum dia masuk Olimpik, memang not a lot of people knows about these sports. But actually, if you want to know, back then, during Hishamuddin Hussein as our Menteri Belia dan Sukan, extreme sport is actually one of the famous sport yang diketengahkan masa tu. If you remember, Rakan Muda thing that the government enforced. So at the time I was small lah. The government at the time memang really support these extreme sports. So kita ada banyak atlet yang menang pingat masa tu at SEA Games, at the IFSC World Cup. But eventually after that, I believe lepas bukan Hishamuddin anymore, mungkin they don't have the same amount of support. This is not a blaming game or anything, because we know our ministry, of course, the authorities busy with their own schedule. Tapi kalau kita boleh dapat diorang punya masa so that they can come and see our facility and come to our competition and see how big it is. Like previously we have crank competition in Camp 5 KL East. It's a very huge event, and for me it's a really successful event, and a lot of media goes there. And I was really hoping if like kita punya kementerian or anything boleh datang pergi tengok and see how big the scene is actually in Malaysia. It's just that we need support and funding to make this sport known to a lot more people than it currently is. Actually, kalau you nak jadi coach ataupun certified coach atau certified rule setter, actually you need to have a certification from IFSC body sendiri. Into which is you kena pergi overseas and take the courses with IFSC sendiri lah. IFSC is International Federation of Sport Climbing. So once you ada all those certificate, kalau you balik Malaysia and you coach or you route set, memang you punya income boleh jadi better lah, lebih daripada orang yang hanya belajar locally. If you want to compare Malaysia and with Indonesia and Singapore, memang sangat jauh lah sebenarnya. Maybe kalau Singapore, if you want to compare with Singapore, maybe you boleh cakap Singapore because their currency is bigger and stronger than us. Tapi apa alasan you kalau you nak cakap Indonesia? Indonesia is way worse than us in terms of currency exchange. Tapi kenapa dia orang punya athletes still sekarang, macam especially in terms of speed, dia orang boleh be the first in the world. Dia menang, dia orang baru menang gold hari tu in Olimpik kan. I notice Indonesia has a lot of coach yang buat, badan yang buat coaching punya program. Like for example, currently one of the coaches that I follow in Instagram, she is coaching for kids for Olimpik 2038. So that's how they can come out with a lot of quality athletes. So back to the governance authorities yang support diorang, yang backup diorang. Ayat ialah belayer.
Belayer.
So Ayat adalah climber, dia adalah belayer.
What is the meaning of the belayer?
Belay tu maknanya dia tolong fit I tali, and bila I jatuh dia tolong catch.
Oh.
Dia acts as a safety person lah. Okay, dan kita kena body check. So he has to check my knot, and then I have to check his belay device dah lock betul tak. Macam ni maknanya dia dah lock betul. So normally before we climb, memang kita kena ada safety precaution. Kita diajar untuk body check. So you need to do that before you go to the wall. And masa you go to the wall pun, you akan ada shout cakap dekat you punya belay climbing, and then you punya belayer pun akan cakap, okay, belay on. So both of you are aware that the climbing has started and the belayer is ready. So what happened previously in this gym is this new climber. I don't know whether they didn't body check or they did check, but they don't really know what they're checking. So the rope was actually not tied properly. So when they reach to the top, they don't realize that both belayers and the climbers also, even the climber doesn't realize it. So maybe dia sendiri climb tapi dia sendiri lupa nak check, and the belayer also lupa nak check. So what happened was dia fall lah. So he broke his foot, both his foot. I believe he didn't climb for many months lah. But luckily it's okay. Just broken foot lah. And I don't know whether broken spirit or not lah. Ini ialah speed climbing.
Speed? Speed dia macam mana lah?
Laju. Kena panjat laju. Kalau macam tadi, kita just panjat, kita just ikut flow, tengok, try sampai atas, try our best sampai atas. Tapi yang ni, kita kena panjat laju. Aim dia ialah untuk touch yang the last square black box tu.
Oh.
So, ini dia akan consider ikut timing lah.
Okay, faham.
So kalau siapa-siapa ada tengok Olimpik sebelum ni, speed climbing ada dipertandingkan dalam Olimpik.
Okay, so you 39 second. 39 second. Gila laju.
The best I can do is 25.
25?
But do you know how fast the current world record is?
How fast?
5 seconds.
5 seconds for
5 seconds.
semua ni?
Bawah sampai the black belt.
Oh, you.
5 seconds. So compare with my 40 seconds.
Loh, jauh. 5 seconds to 39.
So you can compare professional athlete punya timing dengan not a speed climber like me punya timing macam mana. So you can imagine how hard the speed climbing is lah.
Okay, nice. No noise, mantap. Takut lah. Tak boleh.